Moscow police use force to end election protest, arrest 600. The issue taps growing dissatisfaction with a political environment dominated by the Kremlin-aligned United Russia Party, in which dissenting voices are marginalized, ignored or repressed. An arrest monitoring group, OVD Info, said 685 people were detained Saturday. The Russian interior. The detentions came a week after at a similar protest. Lyubov Sobol, one of the excluded candidates and a driving figure of the current wave of protests, was among those detained. She was grabbed by demonstrators were aiming to hold a march along the Boulevard Ring, which skirts central Moscow and is a popular locale for people to walk around, despite repeated warnings that police would take active measures against a protest. The Interior Ministry said the total number of protesters was about 1,500, although the police are widely believed to understate crowd estimates for opposition events. Helmeted riot police lined the route and started seizing demonstrators from a scattered crowd on Pushkin Square and pushing them back from another square further along the route A. Some of the detentions were harsh, including one young bicyclist who was beaten with truncheons as he lay on the pavement still straddling his bike. Some other detainees. The demonstrations dissipated after about 4 hours as a steady, cold rain began falling. Once a local, low-key affair, the September vote for Moscow City Council is now emblematic of the division within Russian politics and the Kremlin's ongoing struggles with how to deal with strongly opposing views in its sprawling capital of 12.6 million people. In the past month, the issue has provoked a surprisingly large outcry for a local election. On July 20, on Saturday, about 2,000 people attended another rally in St. Petersburg support photo gallery by Photo Services. The Moscow City Council, which has 45 seats, is responsible for a large municipal budget and is now controlled by the pro-Kremlin United Russia Party. All of its seats. Also Saturday, Russia's investigative committee announced it was opening a criminal case against the Foundation for Fighting Corruption, headed by the Kremlin's most prominent foe Alexei Navalny. The committee said for calling last week's protest. The head of the foundation. This story has been corrected to show there were 2,000 protesters at this St. Petersburg crowd.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking